Take us away.
Welcome everybody to the AFC Eastie Boys, end zone to end zone. Jets Dolphins preseason. Who did it better? Who looked better? Well, if you want to take my opinion, it's not a biased opinion at all. I promise. The Jets looked a lot better in their first game than anyone expected. To be fair, Justin Fields ran for one of the longest touchdowns of his career. Don't get me wrong, it's preseason. I understand they were playing secondaries and thirdaries, whatever. A lot of people gave Aaron Glenn a lot of crap for starting his starters on the first game of the preseason. But if you ask me, it was a good call because this is his first time being a head coach. He wants to see what his players are capable of early on so that he knows what he can do with them later on.
All right.
If
All
people don't
right.
understand that,
Before
if
we
people don't understand that, then that's on them.
before we jump too far into that, though, that is just the intro of what we got prepared for you guys today. I do want to say we hit 200 subscribers today. That's a big feat. We've been working hard for you guys. I do want to put a reminder out there that when we hit 500 subscribers, we do have a giveaway going on for this right here. Mike Gesicki.
Was that
So,
Gesicki?
autographed photo, him hurdling his rookie year with the Miami Dolphins. He had to wear the number 86 because the number 88 was taken. So don't forget, we got that giveaway going on for when we hit 500 subscribers. And how do you win this Mike Gesicki photo? It's easy. It's easy. All you gotta do is share us. Share us on all your
How
social
easy?
medias. Make sure you tag us when you share us in those social medias so we can keep track of everybody. Make sure you're
How
subscribed.
easy is it to win the photo, dude?
Make sure you're subscribed, and
Can I
when
win it?
you could win it, comment. And when we hit 500 subscribers, whoever has showed the most
You're
love.
muted.
Oh, I'm muted. Can you hear me now?
Technical difficulties. I cannot hear you. You don't want these people to know how they can win this beautiful Mike Gesicki autographed photo?
Can you hear me now? Can
He
you
doesn't want you guys to know.
can you hear me now?
There it is.
There he is. He's back in the chat. Anyways, yes. So how you can win this once we hit 500, whoever has the most shares, the most comments, has shown this channel the most love to help us grow, it's yours. We'll send it out to you. We're going to keep track. You got to make
That's
sure
an
you
easy
tag
win.
us. Easy win. Free for you. And definitely if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, it's good to go up on the mantle. For sure. For sure. 'Cause
Literally, all you got to do is like and share. That's amazing.
like and share. Comments help too. Make sure you comment on it. So before we get into our breakdown of this weekend's preseason, go ahead, get your drinks, get your popcorn, pizza, whatever it is you want, and sit back. Enjoy.
Was that the intro?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can you hear my kids in the background?
A little bit, but not bad. I feel that. I was able to put mine to bed early. When you make it easy and they still can't accomplish the goal.
Still can't accomplish a goal.
Oops.
All right, so here we are. So it's been a good weekend for preseason football. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but I wasn't able to actually watch any preseason football. I definitely kept up with it all, though. I definitely kept up with the Dolphins game. So once we reach that, I'll be able to speak on it. But we're going to hit the Jets first because, from what I understand, Justin Fields had a pretty good day going out there and
He had a
starting, right?
he had a very good day. Don't get me wrong. Like I said earlier, Aaron Glenn got a lot of criticism for putting them out on the field for this first game, but hey, it was worthwhile. They showed some highlights. Literally got some new highlight reels for them wearing the Jets jerseys and getting out there and making some plays. Justin Fields ran for a touchdown. Like, don't get me wrong, he had a little help from his secondary, the guy out there like open, and pretending to be ready to catch a ball, and that distracted the defense enough that Justin Fields was able to run in for that touchdown all on his own.
Look, I don't understand why Aaron Glenn would get any hate on putting his starters out there. Listen, this is like a first year coach. Justin Fields is new to the offense. Like, you have a weapon like Brees Hall that you, bro, my camera is turning left to right. You have a weapon like Brees Hall that you want to learn how to use and utilize before the actual season gets here. Um, and if you look across the league, bro, like a lot of other first stringers started as well. Burrow played,
What I'm saying.
Tua played. Like, there's a lot of them around the league that actually played this weekend. So no, I think that's totally retarded that he would get any kind of hate being a first year coach with like a completely, like, he doesn't know nobody. Like,
New team.
exactly. But how
Oh,
good
it was a little ridiculous.
how good did they
Go
look?
ahead. They looked phenomenal, to be honest. They manhandled the Packers like I haven't seen people do ever. They were leading. Well, the Packers only had 3 points until the very end. Finally, let them score a touchdown, make it 10-30 at the end for the final. Jets looked fantastic throughout the game. Garrett Wilson out there. Even the second stringers were looking good.
So let me ask you, how many series did your first string play? We're gonna go through.
Uh,
I have the game pulled up over here. We're gonna go through it and kind of
I
look
want to
at
say
some
at least
stats.
three. I
At least
believe
three.
I don't have it in front of me, and like I remember watching it, but I was also at work while I was watching it, so I was like working and bartending at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh, my game's on. I get to watch. I got to see the first touchdown.
Which
That was
is
great.
the joys of being a bartender. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
All right. So let's go through it. First drive, it looks like Green Bay Packers got the ball to start.
Yes, they started off with the ball.
At the 35-yard line. 5-yard penalty to start, passing complete, and then a 4-yard run. So now we're looking at second and 5, passing complete, and then they punted. So now it's your turn. Justin Fields runs out there with first string. We got Brees Hall takes a run to the right end for 3 yards, and then another 2-yard run from Brees Hall. So there's 5 yards. It's now third and 5. And then a 6-yard pass up the middle, short, complete to Ty Johnson, third and 5. And that makes it a first down. Passing complete, and then a 12-yard pass, and then a 14-yard run from Braylon Allen. So you're already
One was
mixing.
definitely tearing it up.
You're already mixing in, even with your first string. You're already mixing it in between Brees Hall and Braylon Allen. All right, and then
Showing that dual-headed beast of our backfield.
correct. And then after that 14-yard run, so like you got Jets fans on their feet right now, like, oh, excited. You had a 12-yard pass and then a 14-yard run, and then to follow up a 24-yard pass from Justin Fields over the middle to A Beck to the Green Bay eight.
Beck. Yeah. I was making comments about this dude because I hadn't heard about him, and then all of a sudden he's tearing it up. I heard his name like 4 times.
So that's going to be somebody interesting to keep an eye on for our fantasy points. So if you can write that name down in our notes, so I can go back later and do some research on this
Beck.
guy. Um, but he might be a sleeper in fantasy. All right, so and then after that, so it's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line, 4-yard run from Brees Hall, and then a 1-yard run from Justin Fields. He scrambles. I'm guessing like the line probably collapsed at that point, and it was like he didn't have any options to throw the ball to, right? And just
Right,
kind of
had to
had to
get out of the pocket and everything.
scramble and gained a yard. I don't know if did you know if he slid or if he ran out of bounds?
No,
Oh,
no,
it
no
says right
slide.
here, ran out of bounds at Green Bay, 13. Okay. And then after that, he scrambles right in for 13 yards for a touchdown. And then the extra point is good. So that was your first drive from your first strings. Impressive. Like,
7 points.
not only 7 points, but like the drive itself was pretty impressive. Like,
Yeah, if you really look at the numbers for each down, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we got to third down a couple times, but
right.
at the same time, we were able to convert. So that's already putting our third down conversion percentage through the roof from what it was last season. And some of them plays were pretty long, substantial plays, so 10, 15, or like you said, 14, 12, and 24 yards each.
Bam, bam, bam,
You
back to
know,
back too. Like just to like keep the crowd moving, which helps. Like
oh
people don't
yeah, it
understand like
definitely
how
energized the
bad that
crowd.
helps. Like the crowd going and feeding the offense, like especially on a run like that. That put them at the 18-yard line. You know how many teams fall and falter once they get inside that red zone? No, y'all kept it going, so that looked really good. And then you kick it away to the Green Bay Packers, and it's 11
Proceed
plays,
to shut them down.
11 plays that turns into a punt. 4 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. So I mean, like they ended up getting like they like kind of moved the ball down the field a little bit, but it was like small chunk yardage plays. And then there was I could see here finally
Yeah, they were getting like 2, 3 yards every
yeah.
time.
Then they got a penalty. It looks like in their favor. That gave them a first down. So like that extended their drive. Pass incomplete. Let's see here. So it started off 3-yard run. Pass incomplete from Jordan Love. So there's another starter out there. Like they got their first strings. This is his second series too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I saw both Jordan Love and Willis out there.
7-yard pass and then a 4-yard run, so they got the first down. And then, or that the 7-yard pass gave them the first down. Then they had a 4-yard run,
Yeah.
pass incomplete, and then a 6-yard penalty that gave them a first down on defense of the Jets. So that was
So literally, two of their
you
three
gave them,
first downs have been offensive or defensive penalties.
and then 4-yard run, 2-yard run, and then a negative 3-yard sack that put them at 3-4, and then they punted it back to you guys.
And
Wait,
that felt so good to see.
hold on. Why does it say turnover on downs? Oh, you guys had a turnover on downs. All right, so run, your second
Our
run.
second drive.
Who is the quarterback here? B Cook. Does that sound right? B Cook.
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah. B Cook is your backup quarterback. Who's B Cook? We'll figure that out later. All right, so it starts with a 2-yard run from Braylon Allen. So you still got Braylon Allen running out there. He's obviously running with the second strings. 9-yard pass from Braylon Cook. So this is your second stringers to Alan Lazard, who's still there. I guess he didn't want to follow,
Yeah, he
or
stayed.
or maybe Mike Tomlin
He
was
said
like,
said the
no.
money's good. We're gonna hang out.
And then a 1-yard run. It was a direct snap to Isaiah Davis. He's your third running back, right?
Third string running back. Yeah.
He's the guy you guys picked up this year.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So your third running back, he got a direct snap and he ran it for 1 yard and got the first down. Or no, that was on first down. And then an 8-yard pass from B Cook to A Lazard again. 4-yard run from Isaiah Davis up the middle to get the first down. 8-yard run from Braylon Allen. 7-yard run from Braylon Allen. So Braylon Allen is just cooking right now on both first team and
Oh
second
yeah.
team. And then a 21-yard pass deep middle to T Johnson. So that's the second big pass um, decent because he got a 12-yard pass earlier from Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
so at that point, Ty had like 35 yards.
Yeah. And then a 2-yard run from Isaiah Davis, 2-yard run from Isaiah Davis, 5-yard pass from Cook again, and then Braylon Allen. It was 4th and 1 at the 25, and they went for it. I don't think that's a good call right there, but it is a first-year coach, and we're going to get into why I'm going to give him a pass on this one in preseason, but I'm not giving Mike McDaniel the pass on the one that he did, and we'll get into that when we cover the Miami Dolphins. So that was your second series. So Justin Fields only got the one series. He went out there, looked phenomenal, moved the Jets down the field, and scored the touchdown. Like, how do you feel right now?
I'm ecstatic watching that first game. Like our defense turned it on and showed that they are ready to stop people. Sauce Gardner, I think, had like 8 tackles, uh, if I'm not mistaken. But it was wonderful to watch as a Jets fan who's been rooting for their team for 15 plus years with a lot of optimism and not a lot of happiness.
Right. I mean, you guys definitely are looking good right now as far as your first game goes for sure. Like we haven't even gotten into the second quarter yet. You can see that the Green Bay Packers do end up scoring a field goal. Looks like
Yes.
looks like
They score a field goal before they get a touchdown. I believe in the fourth quarter.
so give me some takeaways. Like who who really impressed you? Who do you think still needs some work? How do you think your coach did in his first live action game? Like decision making, things like that.
You could see the passion in that man's eyes when he made a mistake. Like he was definitely upset at some of the flags. You could see him out there screaming at the fucking, yelling at the players. He was involved and passionate, and that's what I like to see from a head coach. Yes, he made a couple of, mistakes, and going for it on fourth down and from the 25 probably shouldn't have happened, but hey, it's preseason. You taking some chances. You figured you got a yard. Why not try? If you did get it, you look like a hero. If you don't, oh well. It's not like it matters.
It's your first
It
year.
ma-
It's your first year too. Like
exactly.
nobody's gonna
It's
hold
your
it
first
against
year
you.
too.
Nobody's gonna hold that one against you. Especially since
Don't get
you,
me wrong. If he was
especially
going for
since you
fourth
won
and
the game.
14, yeah, especially since we won the game. But like I said, if we was going for fourth and 14, then we might have a little bit more of a conversation to talk about how it was a bad move. Um, but that was not the case. It was literally fourth and 1. Who cares if you get it? Cool, sweet. We get to keep the ball and keep going. And if you don't, hey, put our strong defense right back out there to push them back and get us the ball back anyway.
And I think that's probably why he was so confident in going for it there. Like 25-yard line, like the defense has been cooking, so it's like why aren't they going to continue to cook? Give them the chance. If we fail here, they're at their 25. It's better than punting to them or like kicking a field goal and then kicking it to them and they get it at the 35 or the 45. You know what I mean? So it's like it's really a there's no loss there. It's a
Yeah, he
win-win,
basically he wanted to show that he had confidence in his team that we could have made it. You know what I mean? And
which is a great coaching move.
exactly, which is a great coaching move for the locker room. You know what I mean? The players respected it. I'm sure they were hype and they tried their best to do it. Unfortunately, didn't come away with that. But it'll be all right.
It will be all
They'll live to
right.
play another down.
All right, so let's continue going through it a little bit. Um, it sucks that my camera won't stay up while I'm on here. So their field goal run, they get a 20-yard run and then a 16-yard pass, 17-yard pass, and then a run for no gain. So they hit you like back to back to back with some pretty impressive play. But this is coming from second string, and I'm guessing it's on your second string as well. But and then they get sacked, and then a negative 5 yard penalty. So it's like they looked good, and then they hit the wall, and then they like were
Flashes.
boom, like, oh man, we don't know what to do from here. They panicked. Good enough. Luckily, the 3 plays that they had that were positive were good enough to get them in the field goal range, and they were able to kick a 46-yard field goal.
And that was in the second quarter?
That was in the. Can you not see it?
No.
It's too blurry.
Yeah. My eyes are good, but they're not that good.
I can't tell if that's in the second quarter or not.
Oh.
It's not really telling me what quarter it's in. It's just telling me the
Go
total.
back to it. Let me see the time clock on that.
It doesn't have a time clock. It says total time for the drive. I'm guessing this is the second quarter. We have the first one was 1 minute. They were out, and then 5 minutes. So plus 4 minutes. So that's 10 minutes. All right. Yeah. So,
We'll go ahead and say third quarter.
Oh, yeah, that was second quarter, buddy. Sorry, I just seen the thing that showed second quarter. All right, so then you guys get the ball back, and you get it at your 35, Isaiah Davis. So you still got your second strings running out there. He runs for 5 yards and then runs for no gain, and then Braylon Allen runs for 2 yards, and then you guys punt. So you guys went 3 and out on your third drive, on your third series. But then that ends halftime. And then you come out and you get the ball to start the second half. And this is your third string, I'm guessing, runs out there for the rest. Who's Abanikanda?
Abanikanda, yeah.
Abanikanda, is he a running back or a quarterback?
Running back.
Okay, wait, no. All right, so hold on. Green Bay gets the ball to start. And
yeah, it was a
defensive
fumble
touchdown.
recovery.
Yeah, it was a defensive touchdown. Okay, so Green Bay gets the ball to start. Abanikanda gets he gets a 3-yard run, and then 2nd and 7 there's a pass incomplete, and then 3rd and 7 shotgun to Malik Willis, sacked for negative 9 yards, fumbles, recovered by L. Taylor, recovered by Jay Tufele. I'm guessing L. Taylor forced the fumble. Jay Tufele got it at the -1 and scored a touchdown. Defensive touchdown. We already know your defense is like ridiculous. Not like
they're on fire.
They look good. Even your second strings, they scored a defensive touchdown for you guys.
And yeah, good this job. Is all even before the end of the half.
No, this was the start, the second half. This was the first drive of the second half.
Keep scrolling down, bud.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You watched it. I did not. You're right.
I was like, keep scrolling down, bud. We score another field goal after a couple of punts.
Yep.
And then it ends the half.
Bam. Yeah, so 3 more punts, 2 from Green Bay, 1 from you, and then a field goal, correct. Yeah, end of half. And then punt, another touchdown. Let's look at this touchdown drive. Who do we got here? I'm guessing this is third string.
Oh, yeah, this is our third string quarterback, Martinez. We got him from Adrian Martinez.
Pass incomplete. All right, so his first time coming out there under the big spotlights. You know, he was panicking a little bit. And then a -1 yard run. I'm guessing he got tackled behind the lines. Nwangwu Nwangwu up the middle. I can't pronounce that name. I'm butchering it.
Nwangwu.
There you go. That was good. And then Andrew Martinez hits a dart up the middle.
Adrian Martinez.
I wish you could read this instead of me reading this for you.
Can. Okay. But I can, but I can. All right, so where are we at? Adrian Martinez passed short middle to Braylon Smith to Green Bay 34 for 12 yards. And then we got a 5-yard penalty on the Jets for a false start, enforced at the Green Bay 34, no play. Then we had a 4-yard run from D. Edwards up the middle to Green Bay 35 for 4 yards, getting us that first. Oh, no, that was the first. We got for them. This is them. Shotgun.
Yeah.
Adrian Martinez pass short to B. Smith again for 11 yards, and then bam, the touchdown short left to Smart for 24 yards with that tutty. And of course, the extra point was good.
You guys only have one kicker out there, or is that a backup kicker as well?
I believe that's the backup kicker because we have Nick Folk as well.
Okay, so yeah, that's the backup kicker. And then Green Bay gets the ball back, and another punt.
They do okay.
Negative 10-yard.
They got
penalty.
a couple extra plays, but they only got 9 yards down before they had to punt it off again.
Yeah, and then you guys.
They killed themselves with penalties on that drive.
But like 3:10, 3:45. Let's see here.
Definitely time of possession was controlled completely by the Jets during this game.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm looking at right now is like time of possession on these drives. I'm going through and I'm looking at time of possession.
Each one of our drives ate up at least 3.5 minutes compared to some of theirs were literally a minute.
Yeah.
If not less.
I can't open the door.
All right, so they punt after 6 plays, and then you guys take 12 plays to get a field goal, eat up 5.5 minutes of the clock. So at this point, you guys are pretty much like game's over.
Yeah, it's fourth quarter. We got our third string guys out there playing. We're just there to show off. Well, not show off, but we're just there to finish out the game, hold them back to make sure that they don't get no comeback scores.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just running the clock out. I mean, you did have a couple
passes. Other than the 26-yard deep pass.
Well, I mean, you had another one. You had a 12-yard pass, and then after you had a negative 8-yard run. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, where he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, and then after that, you had a 21-yard pass, and then an 11-yard run. So you had like some chunk plays.
Yeah, it wasn't that the was a negative yard like run. He just lost 10 yards on a penalty from holding, and so that 10 yards came out to -8 because he gained 2. And then we ended it out with a field goal after running 8-9 minutes off the clock with 16 plays.
I was just about to say that. I just noticed that. So like after that field goal from you guys, like the Green Bay Packers go and run it 6 plays, 65 yards in 2 minutes to get a touchdown. And you guys were like, I could tell you guys were like, this ain't gonna happen. Like we're not gonna
let them have the ball back is what we went for.
And you guys went 16 plays for 66 yards and ran 9 minutes off of the clock in the fourth quarter to say you're not getting the ball back.
All passes, like 2-3 runs, 4 runs in there at the end. It literally just kind of like taking them.
So
at that point, the defense of the Green Bay had been pretty much played out. They knew they couldn't stop us, so we just ran off more time.
So do you think that was good offensive line play? Do you think it was bad defensive line play? Do you think it was good coaching?
At that point, bad defensive line play. Like we only looked good because they looked so bad.
Yeah, you think that's what it was?
Hell no, we look good because we are good.
There you go. That's what a fan's supposed to sound like.
You just wanted me. I just got baited. That's all.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What you looking at, Copper?
So that's good, man. You guys looked very impressive. I'm gonna be excited to see. I called it in the off season. Like I knew Justin Fields was a good fit for the New York Jets, especially with the way that they were moving forward, going for the run game. Braylon Allen, Brees Hall. Looks like Isaiah Davis is gonna fit really well as like a backup in case one of them goes down. Kind of have that San Francisco vibe from last year, where it didn't matter who was back there, like they were able to move the rock. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a second. I was messing with the stream. I was watching it.
Oh, word. My phone's gonna die. Let me go plug my phone in. I'll be right back. Go ahead and segue us into the shit show that played yesterday at
The
1 o'clock.
I mean, and all said and done, it wasn't exactly a shit show. The Dolphins didn't play spectacularly, but they also didn't play horrible either. Tua came out first, showed some muscle. They went downfield, scored. But after they pulled him from the game, when they put in Zach Wilson, it became a circus act. Wilson had a fumble that they got picked up and then turned over on like the 7 yard line or something, the 4 or 5 yard line. Just he did not he did not look comfortable behind the pocket. He didn't look comfortable on the field. He didn't look comfortable in those Dolphins colors. But that's just the way that goes sometimes. They switched him out and put in Ewers, number 14. He didn't do much better at first. Like he was awful at when he first started. So like the first like I want to say 2 or 3 drives with him were running games definitely looking good. Unfortunately, Madison did take
Hold on.
a season-ending injury.
Hold on.
Uh,
Let me stop you because I lost you about 30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago, you lost me.
You had just switched over to Quinn Ewers.
Okay, yeah, Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
He was abysmal to watch. It was a little embarrassing. They got to a point where he just started just handing the ball off because that was the only thing he was good for. Don't get me wrong, he had a couple of passes there near the end where they were able to come back and I guess tie the game up. But the lead switched back and forth through most of the game. Uh, Ewers had a fumble at like the 4 yard line and it just his play did not look good. But luckily for him and for you guys and the rest of the Dolph fans out there, your running game was looking really good with Achan. Unfortunately, you took a serious injury with Alexander Madison with a neck injury. He literally bounced on his head like a top. It was hard to watch, and the safety team was there with him for a good 5 minutes. They didn't cut away to a commercial or anything. They just sat there watching him. He eventually did get himself up on his feet and walk off the field, which was a good sign. But unfortunately, due to actual, X-rays and doctor visits afterward, he was pronounced with a neck injury, and he will be out for the remainder of the season. Unfortunately.
That's not the way I wanted to be right when I said when we picked him up that he wasn't going to be on this 53-man roster. It's not how I expected that to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure. My heart goes out to him and his family. He was looking great out there before the injury, I must say.
I
Watching him has been a spectacular thing, all the way from the Vikings to here. Vikings, Raiders, Miami. That man, He's a good runner. He should have been given an opportunity to be number one.
No, I definitely was like eating my words for sure. Once like starting watching him in practices and stuff, I was definitely eating my words when I said that he wasn't going to be on this 53-man roster come the start of season when we picked him up. Cause he was a good power back that we needed. He was definitely like that good third down power back. He would have got us that touchdown on 4th and 1 in the beginning of the game, which we'll get to as soon as I pull up the freaking Dolphins um, game. Let's share my screen again. I don't know what happened. My computer just cut us out completely. All right. Can you see it?
And now I can watch the stream.
Can you see it?
I can see everything but my photo, but I'm not worried about that. As long as they can hear my voice and you're not just talking to yourself, I think we'll be all right.
No, they can hear you. Give us a thumbs up in the chat if y'all can hear the waffles. My stream has been hidden. All right. So yeah, so 24-24. We tied that game. Fucking ridiculous how we tied that game. I didn't get to watch it, but I know the ending was abysmal considering the fact that we could have won that game 27-24 and we could have been kneeling the ball out like a bunch of winners heading into week 2 against Detroit instead of looking like a bunch of high school dropouts trying to scatter for the touchdown at the end of the game. Let me tell you why.
To be fair, I didn't see the end of that game. I saw it get tied up, and I was hopeful for y'all, even though I shouldn't be, and I should have been rooting for the Bears the whole game, which, don't get me wrong, third quarter, I was like, go Bears, you know? But
Let
I
me
was also a jab at some of my other Dolphin fans.
listen. I don't take anything away from the players on the field. This was not a players on the field type of move. This was a Mike McDaniel type of move, and this is why I tell you guys that I am going to be so critical of all of Mike McDaniel's moves during this season, during this preseason, during all these training camps, because these are the problems that the Dolphins have right now. They want to say that it's Tua Tagovailoa. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, Tua is part of the problem, but he only controls so much. Like, he can only control what's on the field. He can't control anything else. He can he should be better at some of the time management, but at the end of the day, that call falls on Mike McDaniel. Now let's break it down. It starts with the
I was going to
Chicago
say, look at the drives, though.
it starts with the Chicago Bears. They get the ball. Our defense does its job. Shuts them down. Look, passing complete. But we're going against second strings. They didn't put their first string out there at all. So we're going against second string. Passing complete, and then a 6-yard sack, and then they completed an 8-yard pass, made it 4th and 8. They have to punt the ball. And then Tua rolls out there. First string rolls out there. We start our drive with an illegal formation. So here we go with these pre-snap penalties. Is that on Tua?
What kind of preseason start to your first play gives you a freaking illegal formation? You guys have been practicing formations since you all were in diapers, and here y'all are getting an illegal formation penalty on the very first play of your preseason.
So there we go. Our coach already starts us off on a 1st and 15. So then Devon Achane gets it. He runs it up the right. He gains 5 yards. Tua Tagovailoa, dink and dunks, 3-yard pass, and then a 4-yard pass. It's now 4th and 3. We're at the 49-yard line. Decides to go for it. So this here, like, okay, we're at the 49-yard line. It's 4th and 3. This is the only drive our first team is going to get. So, like, might as well give it to them because if we fail, it puts them at midfield if we punt, like they're gonna be close to midfield anyways, because the likelihood of us getting that punt in the 5 yard line in that little range, it's pretty hard because it's not very far that he's kicking. So that was the right call. We end up getting it 6 yard pass from Tua, short right to Malik Washington, who has been looking phenomenal, and I definitely think that he is winning that wide receiver 3 battle. Anyway, so first down, converted our fourth and 3. 6 yard run from A Chain to the left, and then pass incomplete. I wasn't watching, so I don't know what that pass looked like. Do you
It's a
happen to
deep middle
remember?
pass.
A deep middle pass? Okay. Incomplete, maybe over the head. I'm guessing it would be over the head because if it was probably too short, it probably would have got intercepted. Am I right?
Agreed.
All right. So now we're sitting 3rd and 4, and then shotgun to Atungavailoa, pass short left to Malik Washington. First down. A Chain gets it right, runs to the right, hits 11 yards, first down. So, like, we're just eating up clock at this point. Like, Miami Dolphins, the players are doing what they need to be doing right now, eating up the clock, moving the ball down the field. It's not, like, looking great, but, like, it's doing the job, right? And then a 6 yard
Yeah, you're
run.
getting the job done. Your fans were getting excited. Let's just say that.
Correct. And then Malik Washington gets it on, like, I'm guessing an end around where he gets a direct snap and he runs for 8 yards but fumbles the ball. He gets hit, I'm guessing, and then fumbles the ball, but the ball goes out of bounds. Um,
Well, he got like swiped as he was going towards the sideline, and the ball literally flew through the sky out of bounds
okay.
as he got hit.
Still an issue. Um, Luckily, it went out of bounds, but, like, that's one thing I've noticed in the training camps, and not like this isn't the first fumble we have in this game. So that's definitely
Yeah,
an issue our team
ball
is having
security.
is ball security. It's a concern. It's something we need to keep an eye on because it's not just this. It's not the same player. It's multiple players that are having this issue. Madison was having it. Jalen Wright has had it. I think the only one that hasn't had a ball handling issue would be A Chain. So then a run for no gain from Jalen Wright. So now we're sitting 3rd and 4. 9 yard pass, short over the middle to Taj Washington. Gets the first down. Shotgun again. Jalen Wright direct snap. Goes for 6 yards to the left. So, like, I'm seeing a couple direct snaps. Looks like maybe these aren't direct snaps because this is another one that says direct snap for a 1 yard run. Were these direct snaps, or were you watching that, or do you know?
I don't recall.
Okay, so I'll have to go back and once the tape comes available, I'll have to go back and check it out. Because the way it looks, the way it's written down here, it looks like it would be a direct snap, but I don't imagine them direct snapping to Jalen Wright 4 times in a row. But again, this was when we were in 1st and 10, first and goal on the 8 yard line. Six,
Your boy's out there playing Madden.
bro, 6 yard run up the middle or to the left. We got 6 yards, and then it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Jalen Wright, 1 yard run. 3rd and 1. Jalen Wright, 1 yard run for no gain. So now we're sitting here at 4th and 1 right now. Like, bro, you literally just, like, run. Like, you passed a run for no gain. Like, your running is not working. And we
I
go.
mean, not with that guy. It was working fine with Achan.
So here we are, 4th and 1, and we try and go for it instead of taking the 3 points here. Now I get it; it's preseason.
You were at the Chicago 4, so I mean, it
At the
was more of a
it,
we're gonna push and try and get this touchdown. And if it's turnover on downs, they're at the 1, you know?
well, no, it ended at the 4 because it was a negative 3 yard play. We lost 3 yards on the play. We
Yeah,
were
that's what I'm saying. You were at the 1.
yeah, and we lost 3 yards on the play. So it's like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it
You
that
tried.
I don't want to hear it that this is preseason and this is the time where they're supposed to be trying stuff like this. So what you're telling me by saying that is that Mike McDaniel plans on us failing in the regular season. He's practicing us failing now to fail in the regular season. I told you I'm going to be super critical of his decision making this year because
Super
it's
pessimistic.
his decision making has been what's holding us back. Not just his decision making during game time, but his scheme, his play calling. Like nothing has changed. Like Mike McDaniel, the last 2 years, the defenses has figured you out, and you're still running this dink and dunk offense, screen games, short runs. Like what's and the
Short
decision?
runs, short passes. They didn't try one long pass that entire play. But to
Nope.
be fair, I believe Tyreek Hill was not out there as well.
No, he wasn't, but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Like that's basically like a tell to the NFL like, "Hey, when Tyreek Hill is not out here, don't worry about us going deep, but when he is out here, go ahead and put two guys out there in the zone."
Pretty much. Like, they're going to put two guys out there in the zone every time they see him on the field. He's going to get double covered all year because other than him and Waddle,
I
who's
mean,
who's Tua got to throw it to?
I can only hope. Well, we haven't got to see Darren Waller yet, and how he transitions into this offense. I don't have a lot of high hopes. I think it's going to be similar to the Jonnu Smith situation where it takes him a couple weeks to get a handle of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't like this Discord to
So
be
then
honest.
after that, so then after that, we get the Chicago getting the turnover. They take possession at the 4 yard line. They get off 4 plays and have to punt the ball back to you.
Yeah, so our defense is straight doing their job. You had a 1 yard run, so that went nowhere. A 5 yard pass, like stuffed when he got it. Pass incomplete, and then a punt. And then Zach Wilson comes out and moves the ball down the field. First play is incomplete, short to Julian Hill, and then 35-yard pass, a short middle pass, and then NWI gets the rest of it. So there was Yak involved in that. Jalen Wright, negative yardage. Again, Jalen Wright has not. He's probably accumulated like 1 yard so far this game. Very, very disappointing. 10-yard pass, short left to Taj Washington, a 6 yard penalty, that was on the defense for the Chicago Bears. So not on us. Pass interference. Run for no gain, Madison, pass incomplete, and then a 1 yard run from Madison. So like he moved the ball down the field. Didn't look pretty, but he moved the ball down the field. Madison was able to punch it in for a touchdown. And then second string defense comes out. Um, 13-yard run, 2 yard run, 9 yard run, and then a 17-yard pass. And then they got a penalty for offensive holding. So basically, like the defense caved here and let the Chicago Bears run the clock. This was a 9 minute drive. They went 94 yards. So like Jason Sanders got a really nice kickoff to make them start at their 6 yard line. I don't know what happened. There must have been. Was there like a penalty or something that happened on that? Because like what it's saying here is he kicked 65 yards, Miami 35 to Chicago 0. Duvernay runs for 21 yards.
Yeah, they
Oh,
kicked it past the end zone, and he ran it out of the end zone for 21 yards.
okay, okay. I see what it is now. I see what it is because they had a negative 10 yard penalty, they had a 5 yard penalty, and then a 4 yard sack.
Yeah, they had some negative yards
Yeah.
later on and a sack.
But either way, they were able to move the ball down the field.
Or they ended up getting the touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, and getting the touchdown after 9 minutes. But then we go 58 yards in 2.5, almost 3 minutes, and get a touchdown. That's just
Of your own.
another Zach Wilson led drive. Looks like he gets sacked to start it, and then he runs. He scrambles for 8 yards. So I'm guessing the pocket collapsed.
Yeah, he gets sacked for 8 yards, and then he gets the 8 yards back on his own.
And then a 34-yard pass, shotgun. Zach Wilson pass deep right to Taj Washington. So Taj Washington is looking phenomenal at this point. He's probably...
And Zach Wilson's got the most passing yards he's probably ever had.
And then a 5-yard run, 1st and 10. That makes it 2nd and 5. Pass incomplete to Taj. And then a 12-yard pass to Eric Ezukama. See, we are pretty deep in the wide receiver. And we are pretty deep in the wide receiver room. Like Eric Ezukama, I can see starting. Taj. Both the Washingtons, I can see starting. Plus, we're going to be using A-Chain as a wide receiver. And then finally, Jalen Wright makes up for all his bad plays so far and runs it 7 yards for a touchdown. Puts the Dolphins up 14-0 or 14-7 at that point. Interception.
And then the Dolphin fans got excited about this pick.
Yeah. I saw that pick too. It was like a batted pass. Ethan Bonner batted it up in the air, and then Pat McMorris catches it. And we get the ball. But we didn't do anything with it. Is that when Quinn Ewers comes out?
Didn't do anything with it. No.
That was still Zach Wilson. Sacked, -4 yards, and then an 8-yard run, and then an incomplete pass. And then it looks like we went for it again on 4th and 6 at the Chicago 42. 4th and 6. Was that? And we're sacked. And we were sacked. So it was a pass play. On 4th and 6 at the 42-yard line. Our own 42-yard line at that. Oh, no, that was the Chicago.
Like I said, dude, your coach is out there playing Madden during the preseason. We go on 4th down every time. We don't do punts. We do turnovers.
He really needs to pick it up. He really needs to work on his decision making. Like, I
understand it makes you upset.
I'm gonna let him pass. I'm gonna give him a pass on that one because I gave Aaron Glenn a pass on that one, even though Aaron Glenn is a first year working with a lot of first year people. This is Mike McDaniel's 4th year in this offense and working with this.
And again, it's at the middle of the field.
Meh. Why not just kick the field goal there? Why not just try it? I don't know. I heard another guy talking earlier that like you wouldn't want to put that bad mojo because it'd be like a 60+ yarder for Jason Sanders if he were to miss it. Going like put bad mojo on it, but let him get those out of the way now. Like let him miss those 60 yarders now in preseason when it doesn't matter. At least us as Dolph fans would know that Mike McDaniel made the right decision at that point. Instead of always continuing to try and go for it on 4th down. His 4th down conversion rate is almost as bad as his challenge rate. Do you know what his challenge rate is?
1 out of 6?
4 of 15. That's
4 out of 15.
That's less than 1 out of 3.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's effing rough. And his 4th down rate is almost just as bad. So
well, he's out there challenging stupid things.
Yeah, I mean last year he was like reaching for stuff at one point. It was embarrassing to be a Dolphin fan. And where it goes with this is like why I keep saying that I'm gonna be so critical of Mike McDaniel because like a lot of the games that we lost last year and a lot of the games that we're gonna lose this year is gonna be because either he can or he can't make the right decision. And I'm gonna give you the perfect example right now. That 4th and 1 on our first drive with our starting lineup going out there, moving the ball down the field, taking 9 minutes off the clock, and ending with a fucking dud instead of at least 3 points is the reason we tied that game at 24-24 and had to use the last play of the game running around looking like some high school dropouts trying to score instead of being able to kneel it out and walk away from that game like a winner at 27-24.
I'm pretty sure that's the same play the convicts used in The Longest Yard. Your boy's been watching some football movies, and he needs to work on that.
Well, he needs to go watch Remember the Titans. Like, what the hell? Get back to the
Right. If you're gonna
fundamentals.
watch a football movie, watch a good one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Any Adam Sandler movie is epic, and The Longest Yard is definitely a great movie, but it's definitely more aimed to be comedic and not serious. And it shouldn't be what you're basing your 2025 season off of. Go get Nelly. Have him out there running with no shoes on.
Nelly, call him Nugget.
Terry Crews on defense trying to strip sack the quarterback. I mean,
Leaving cheeseburgers all over the field.
how we are in Miami, it probably wouldn't be too hard for him to pull that off if he really wanted to.
I could see it.
So, all in all, I mean, to break it down, I definitely got to say that the Jets definitely looked better this weekend, week one preseason football, than the Dolphins. I mean, don't get me wrong, we didn't look bad. We had some good moments, but our defense definitely is still the Jets baby. Our defense is definitely still
Flip that. He said it.
Jets baby. I'm still confident that it's going to be our defense that holds this team together, and hopefully, like, we have enough players on our team that can make this team win, that can take this team to the other level. Tyreek Hill, Devon A-Chain, Bradley Chubb, Chop Robinson, Zach Sealer. Like, we have enough players. It's really going to come down to the coaching and, like, if he can make the right decisions throughout the season to lead this team to victories and not lead us to losses.
Having great players is awesome, but they got to have cohesion and play their respective roles, or it's all for nothing. You can have the greatest team in history put together. If they don't play as a team, they're not going to win.
So speaking of that, like, I haven't got to speak to you about it. Like, what do you think of the whole Tyreek Hill to a drama that's been swirling around the internet?
I think it's fake. Tyreek might have said some shit, like, as a joke, and it got spun into their feuding. But I don't think that there's any animosity between the two of them in the locker room or on the field. They're just trying to win and, hoping that they can get it done this season.
Yeah, this is definitely a big season for the Dolphins. Big season for Tyreek Hill to show out, whether he's showing out to get an extension with the Dolphins or an extension with another team. So he has no reason to hinder his performance this year by having a bad relationship with the person who feeds him. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a dumb business
Exactly.
move. What about you and the Jets? Week one, been good. How confident? Like, give me a 1 to 10 on your confidence, and then give me a floor and ceiling for your wins.
So if we're going to go confidence boosting, I'm at an 8 right now out of 10. Like, I'm hyped for my team. I'm excited. It's worth getting excited about. Well, a big win like that, 30-10. It shows that we had dominance on defense as well as proficiency on our offense. So I'm just happy to see Jets pulling up a W anywhere. especially when everybody in the league has been talking crap and putting us down. Yes, we've been on the loser bracket and the bottom of the barrel for the last probably 15 years in our division, but we're coming for that top spot and we're taking no prisoners. There's also trade rumors out there that I've been hearing about Micah Parsons coming to the Jets. And how dominant of a defense would that be?
Don't tell me that shit. Get out of here with that. I'd rather him go to the
You
Jets than
don't
the
want to hear
Bills.
it.
I don't want to hear it.
I
No.
agree. We don't want him. We don't want. Yeah, we don't want him in the Bills.
But y'all wanted
They
to
got
hear it.
an
Make sure
open
y'all smash
spot.
that like and
But
subscribe.
hot take on that one. It's still in the rumors phase. Like, don't get me wrong, but the Jets have the cap space. We got about 12 million. We could easily take on the rest of his extension for his contract and have him play for us this season. And then we could really show what a true elite defense looks like.
Oh yeah, you guys. If you guys were to land Micah Parsons, I would definitely like. I don't know if I can go through and put together a better defense. To be honest, like, I mean, Baltimore's going to be good. Miami's going to be good. Like I said, our defense is what's going to be hold our team together this year. But we're injury prone, so there's that. So I mean, yeah, you can land Micah
Very
Parsons.
well could be our year.
I
Jets
wouldn't.
fans, unite. We got to support our team.
I wouldn't go that far, but if you do win, we already have it clipped in our channel, so it's already there. So you called it. If you do win, you already called it. So um so
Is that where I'm supposed to say I call it every year, and if it happens, I'm
always
the
right.
hero, and if it doesn't happen,
You're just another Jets fan.
I'm just another Jets fan with delusions
just
of
like us
grandeur.
just like us Finn fans, it's our year every effing year. So what's your floor and your ceiling for wins then?
I'm gonna say 9 wins this season. Fingers crossed for 10, but I see 9 with 8, 9 and 8.
So
Right?
your floor is 9 and your ceiling is 10?
Yeah,
Okay, that's not that sounds pretty reasonable. I mean, like you're not.
manageable. I want to stay above 500. I want to be a quote unquote winning team this season. Would
See,
even be nice. Like, don't get me wrong, playoffs are there. It's a matter of getting there,
you're in a better position than we
and you got to
are,
take that game by game.
because like to tell you our floor and our ceiling, it's like night and day, bro. Like I give our floor
3.
3, but our ceiling
Yeah, I
is
would say 3.
12. Because like I said, we have the pieces, we have the potential, we have the schedule on our side, but we're just too injury prone, and we've proved it year after year
It's a
after
matter of
year.
playing the game.
So that's why our floor and our ceiling is so separated, in my opinion. Because like, if we get injured early, we're not gonna win a lot of games. Things don't work out, but if things gel, then we can definitely beat a lot of the teams on our schedule this year. So we got fantasy draft coming up. We got our league filled, right?
Yes, the league spilled.
All right, so the league is filled. We'll probably run that draft somewhere between week 2 preseason and the start of the regular season. Of course, we'll be live for that. I'm working on our top 5 QB video as well. That should be out by this weekend, hopefully, maybe middle of week. So make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so y'all don't miss out on that one. Um, what else we got on the horizon? I guess
Oh, wow. There's only what, 3 weeks left until the kickoff.
24 days.
24 more days. Definitely check
24.
out them countdown videos because they're They're informational and they can give you a good insight on some players you may not know about.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I've learned a few things doing this countdown. I've actually enjoyed doing the countdown because I've learned quite a few things doing this countdown.
Facts and stats you didn't know were out there.
Yeah, I know, cause like we've even looked up things from like way back in the day to like way before like NFL was actually NFL, like it was AFL. So,
You mean there was NFL before Tom Brady? Yes,
yeah.
guys, there was.
Yeah, and you know, I put out a video saying that the 1964 championship game between the Colts and the Bears was the first televised game, but I was wrong. Sorry for that. I misread it, and it was it was CBS's first televised game, not completely televised, just CBS. So I apologize for the misinformation. It doesn't happen often, but yes, I got
It's
that
all
wrong.
good. It was before we were born.
It was before we were born, so you should give me a thumbs up just for the fact that I looked up that type of information and was able to fill it in. Anyways, it's been a long day. We got families, we got kids, we got to get to school in the morning. Dads supporting dads. It's been fun talking some Dolphin football. Make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe. Don't forget, don't forget, when we hit 500 subscribers, we're gonna be keeping track of all those subscribers showing us love, and one of you guys or gals is gonna be lucky enough to get this Mike Gesicki. And then we got another one for when we hit 1,000. So go ahead and keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Don't stop. Make sure you tag us. If you share us, tag us, like, comment, all the good stuff. All
Show us
right.
some love and we'll show you some love.
For real, for real. Peace out. We'll catch you next time.
Like and subscribe.